Oh, where did we begin? A little recap of last year. Yeah, we're gonna kind of go over a little bit of a recap from last year, what we did individually, and then some plans for this year. So last year, did some super hooligan racing, road racing with Moto America. That went south real quick. Spun my wheels. It seemed like they're currently still trying to figure out the rule structure, and it seems like that's kind of a little bit of a mess at the moment. They're allowing new bikes in that they said they weren't going to allow in, yada yada yada, same song and dance. It's a great opportunity for people. It's a cool class. I think once they finally get things kind of buttoned up, it's going in the right direction, but it's taking a little longer to get there. And I think in the middle of it, it's getting uglier before it gets better. And then, so I did 2 rounds last year with that. And then went back to racing some AFT races for flat track. Haven't raced flat track professionally, I should say. I guess I did the Sturgis TT the year prior. But besides that, I haven't actually raced professionally since 2017. So it's definitely a jump to get back in the middle of that and get that ball rolling again. But had a lot of fun. We did Missouri and Peoria TT. Planning on doing some more stuff with AFT this year. They've got the new Street Tracker class coming out, so I'm trying to throw together a program to do that. And I think that's going to be a neat opportunity. Let's see, we built some awesome bikes. Yeah, just built some awesome bikes, really. We went on the FXR tour. That was a great time. Anybody that followed that along, I'm not going to go too far into detail with that. But the FXR tour was awesome as a whole. Definitely excited to go back this year. So I think by the time this video comes out, it'll be safe to say that, or safe to say now, by the time the video comes out, I've been chosen for a invited builder for this coming year. I've got a lot of neat ideas on what I want to do. Basically going to take my FXR and mix it with my 2023 King of the Baggers bike. So we're talking light, we're talking fast. There's going to be some unobtainium on it, but it's going to check all those boxes and it's going to be pretty badass. So I guess moving forward, I've already said that. I do plan on doing, like I said, I plan on doing more AFT stuff this year, depending on how the Street Tracker program goes. If I can do that, great. If not, then I'll just do the Super Twins again. Either way, just having fun on motorcycles, really. Getting back in the swing of that, and in that regimen, I should say. I know last year I kind of went in not really expecting a whole lot, and I wasn't far off per se. I know both races that I ran on my KTM, Missouri, I had issues with the clutch. Clutch was smoked, so that was just off the get-go. I was already set up for failure and didn't even realize it. But by the end of the night, it was cooked. And then Peoria TT, not only was it the hottest weekend that I think I've ever raced a motorcycle on, but you know, Peoria TT, you're down in the valley. There's no wind flow, no nothing. Miserable. I think it was what was it, Presley 113? Real feel 113, 114, something like that. Just crazy. And I ran the Super Twins and the Adventure Tracker
with 90% humidity.
Yeah, and it's just everything I could to stay cool. But no, that was a good time. That was a blast. Definitely looking forward to doing more stuff along that. But yeah, the last time I changed the oil, so after I got back from Peoria, I had noticed the bike was having some weird hiccups. It just felt real clanky in the drivetrain. When I changed the oil, there was some brass particles in it, so I can safe to say I would say that it's getting ready to let go. So this motor's coming out. I've got another motor on the bench that I need to go through. I believe it's just got a blown head gasket, but pretty much that. Just doing some more racing and building bikes. Really stayed real busy in the shop last year with customer work. Thank you to all of you guys for that as well. But yeah, stayed real busy last year and already starting the year off on a good note. Got quite a few dyno tunes lined up. Got quite a few engine builds lined up, and then the standard, parts and accessories, stuff like that. But yeah, got a lot lined up. Got a lot of stuff that I'm doing for myself as well. So like I said, I'm real excited for that. Real excited for the FXR tour this year. I think as far as other events that I'm going to do, like Harley related, obviously we go to Daytona in about a month, a little over a month. And I'll be leaving, so my birthday's the 25th, I'll be leaving the 26th of February, getting down there. Yeah, we'll be there all week. Gonna go do some shows, meet up with people, the common, or the usual hangout, bullshit, check parts out, check new bikes out, check people's winter builds out, stuff like that. Plan on doing... So we're doing Daytona, plan on going to Sturgis as well. They've got Party in the Pin in Ohio that they're now doing a performance show with. So I think that'll be cool. I know Millhouse and Jake, the guys at Thundermax, they're going to be set up there in a booth vending, and so it'll be neat to go out there. I've always wanted to go to Party in the Pin. However, I don't have a chopper. So now that they're doing performance stuff, it seems like I can knock out both boxes as far as going to Party in the Pin and, being in a show, seeing people, seeing bikes, looking at bikes. I do know, speaking of chopper, I do know that at some point, I probably won't do it until this time next year, but that's on my bingo list of what I want to build. Don't know how I want to build it, but I've got a few ideas as far as that goes too. So something that I can rattle my brains out down the highway with,
There's been a lot of ideas floating around about it though.
Yeah. So yeah, Matt, you got anything cool you're doing?
So a little recap last year. Finished my Road Glide build, brought it to Kole, had it tuned. Had the opportunity to come work at the shop with Kole, and showed up, never left.
Pretty much.
No, we had some good rides last year. Just shop rides, basically. Ripping around local. Kole convinced me to buy an FXR. Was on my bucket list to build one, and then Kole for like a week straight decided he was just gonna spam me FXR ads.
He's like, hey dude, I think I want to buy an FXR. I was like, dude, just buy one. You'll ride it the first time and be like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. Why I've never had one sooner. And I let him ride mine when I got it done, the gold and white one, and he rode it. He's like, man, this is crazy how nice this thing handles. And so I just spammed him with ads until he finally bought one. And I've come to realize
a week.
Yeah, I've come to realize, like, if anybody in the group says, hey, like, this is kind of, I got this idea.
Wrong group to say it in, because it's going to make you spend money.
Yeah. I have a good, I can peer pressure like nobody's business, I guess, when it comes to buying FXRs, because we talked T-Pow into buying an FXR. His still ain't done yet. I don't know what he's doing, but I know what he's doing.
He's got a little more work to do.
Yeah, I don't think that he expected it to be as in depth as what it was, and basically doing a full harness on it at this point. Super clean bike. It's
got a lot of good.
It's got a lot of good parts on it. The guys that he bought it from, they owned a roofing company, super big, like it was a pretty good sized company. But the roofers thought that they would try their hand at playing Sparky, and it was, I'm pretty sure I seen a coax cable in there running for an ignition cable or something. I don't know, dude. There was some crazy wiring setups that they had going on. So he went through, and it already had a M unit on it, so that's the nice part. But he went through and
They chopped the stock harness instead
Yeah.
of just making their own harness with the M unit. They tried to chop the stock one and then wire it in,
yeah,
but
and
it just didn't work.
no, it didn't work. But I know he's getting that thing dialed in, and
You got to hear it run. We got finally got it to where we could fire it up.
yeah, it's got some crazy blow by.
Yeah, so it's got a little bit of ring issue, but nothing that can't be fixed.
Yeah. So yeah, you bought an FXR. I peer pressured you into it.
After a week of Kole sending me all that, you guys seen the episode. Obviously, we went and picked up my FXR after I worked a 12-hour shift at night. Got here, went and picked it up, got it back. Next day, immediately tore it down just to start hanging parts on it. Rode it around for a while. For what? Like almost, I don't even think I made it a month.
No, because we had a lot of the. We already had a lot of the parts.
Yeah, we had ordered all the parts and had them shown up or here before we went to pick it up.
Yeah.
But then, not even a month later, what you've seen in the other episode was the rear cylinder base gasket blew out on my way to the shop, so it was blowing oil out. And the easiest solution to that is buy another motor.
Yep.
So took another road trip to St. Louis, picked up a motor, got it back, swapped everything out. Did the FXR tour, met a lot of people, made a lot of good memories. Excited to say the least for this year. Obviously, Kole being a builder, getting to see what he's going to come up with, being in the shop every day. You're not going to want to miss that one. I will say that. I did put my name in the hat for the 10th builder. It's not decided yet. There's still all the invited builders going to pick who they want to see. So potentially it could be 2 bikes coming out of the shop.
Yeah. Which will probably, by the time this video gets posted, we'll have an answer. Either he will or won't be.
Either way, bike's still getting built.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to change anything. If I don't get picked, it'll still be frame up build. We did HPI bike night. We took my kid to it.
Yep.
He was ecstatic to say the least. See Steve Bear and Gabe from East Coastin and CJ and the boys. I think
I feel
this
like
year's
it's
ride this year instead of drive over.
Yeah.
We mainly drove because we had my kid and we weren't going to stuff him on the back of a bike for 4.5 hours over there. So
I don't even think I really had this FXR down at the time anyways.
I think we just finished it, but you hadn't put any shakedown miles on it yet.
Yeah, that's correct.
Because I think we literally rolled it off the lift the day before.
Yeah. Oh, I came out with a mount for the Chiggy.
Yep.
So that's a neat system. We've got 2 variations of that mount for the AIO5
with 2 others.
with 2 others. One of them has been finalized for the AIO6, and then there's going to be a couple other options as well that are coming down the pipeline. Yeah, they're a neat unit. Scott Wheeler, Wheelo Skilo, he just did a video of it. Me, my machinist, and I on YouTube. They're great people. Justin Page is my machinist. He's my machinist, but he's my machinist. But they're a great group of people. He does the machine work on the mounts, and they're. I mean, would you say they are the ones in charge of FXR Tour?
Yeah.
Because it's Scott. Yeah, it's Scott and Justin.
Scott and Justin.
This year
orchestrated it.
Yeah, this year Justin's kind of taken a little bit of a step back from the reins of FXR Tour because he's an invited builder for Harley for Born Free California. So he's building a 26 bagger, right?
Yeah, Road Glide.
Yeah, he's building a 26 Road Glide, and that's going to be really neat to see. We'll throw the link somewhere down here in the bottom for their YouTube, Presley. And yeah, so it'll be really neat to see that unfold. I know he's going to do some crazy parts on it. It's just gonna be a neat bike at the end of it, you know, just to see what his.
Pretty sure he's got it completely torn down already too.
It is completely torn down, yeah. But just see like how his brain works and design works, you know. I mean, to take a brand new bike like that and what I envision him how he's going to do it. It'll be neat to see the finished product. But yeah, so yeah, they've got. Scott just did the AIO6 with in a dash mount on a FXRD dash against on an FXRD dash fairing for Jetty's bike, and it turned out phenomenal. So there's a whole video where he shows the install of that and everything. We'll also throw that down in the link in the bottom as well, or throw a clip of it down here, Presley.
So now I can it's playing obviously through my phone, but if I had my headset on, you know, I could play it through there. Should be able to answer all my phone calls and everything through here. Just like regular Apple CarPlay, you can push your bottom button down, get your maps. This is somewhere I need to drive this weekend, so I can literally just hop on the bike, put that button down. This will tell you, so right now the bike's been turned on for a minute, maximum speed that you reach, average speed, you know, all this stuff.
Oh, also, I will be pulling the motor out of my bag and a few other parts and replacing them. It'll be for sale too. So usually you're filming the casting couch and now you're on it.
Yep. Yeah, how do you feel?
I feel good.
How do you feel on this side of the lens?
I've already been on this side of the lens.
Let's hear a little bit about what you got.
Dude, you know the one thing I'm disappointed about?
What?
So we rewinded to Born Free, right? We were all talking shit about getting tattoos. Out of the whole group, guess who got tattoos? Me and Matt. This dude didn't get a tattoo.
Yeah. Or McClellan.
Yeah, or McClellan. Well, I didn't really think McClellan would anyways, but...
I spent my tattoo money on a U-Haul instead.
Yeah, but you didn't... wasn't really planning on having a U-Haul.
Either way, we would have figured out the U-Haul situation.
I'm just kidding. No, I know I was going to, but then I was like, this is my first time in Born Free. And no, I don't give a fuck about being dirty, but like...
I tattooed mine on my neck, dude. Just raw dogged it.
I tattooed mine on my ankle and I was walking around in that dirt.
I know.
I honestly don't think that it healed right for it took a while for it to stop scabbing.
Mine did. Mine was like instantaneous.
Oh, dude.
Not still.
Mine's a little dry.
A little dry, but it's good
Right
now.
there, hanging out.
I think it's just that dirt dust on my ankle, dude.
Dirt. Just
Oh my gosh.
can't come. It
I
don't come
couldn't
off.
keep that
anything.
thing washed off enough.
So what you got? What you got for the year? What's going on?
Filming. Last year was pretty good from a film standpoint, but yeah, this year's gonna be fun. Besides filming with these two hooligans, trying to get to more events. I like to film a lot of automotive shit. So filming at drift events. Go back out to Grid Life again. That was a good one. Film more cool stuff. That's about it.
We need to get you on some more cars, I think.
Yeah. So if you drift and you want some video done,
Yeah, let me give me approval for Drift Appalachia, please. I want to go there.
Yeah.
So bad.
I don't know if I've got any followers that do drift Appalachia.
Not so bad.
I need to just
but in case
I just need to
across
buy
your
the
feeds.
Bullet and buy a Vet and put a little mini Mantis kit on it
You're good to go.
and an E-brake.
Yeah. Or we all buy $3,000 Beamers and just put a fucking hydro and call it a day. It does the same thing. That's all you gotta do. 330i,
What if we just got like a
330
Group
CI.
of Miatas or something?
He sent them out.
He
sent them out.
Those are 45 horse at most.
Yeah.
They're perfect if it's raining.
So what's up with your Dyna? Where's it? What's going on? with
Dyna is
Donna's down.
Dyna's down, but that's all right.
it? Got a new heart.
Yeah, these guys found me a new heart, found me a new transplant for her out of a 06, right?
Yeah. There's an 06 touring,
06
which will
touring.
work on a 06 Dyna.
Yep. And it's EFI. We'll switch her over back to carb, get her back in there, and get back to ripping with the boys. Definitely gonna have more riding content this year for sure too. I know we kind of slacked on that in a way, but we were just getting our bearings right with the channel in general and filming in general. But
I feel like we were busy a lot during the summer though. Customer stuff kept us pretty.
yeah,
There's a lot of times where like I was working on stuff and say, okay, I gotta get this, and this done. And then at the end of it, I'm like, I could have recorded this whole process.
yep, yep. It's you. It's all.
I need to get the glasses.
Meta glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice for even just short form stuff.
Mookie.
That's what I had. I got an electrical company that I do their marketing for, and I had him. He bought those. So when I'm not there to film, he's filming, installing, whole electrical panel sets and stuff, and it's just good, easy content. What up, dude?
You got any events you're planning on doing this year?
I was gonna do Daytona 500 this weekend, next weekend. Next weekend, I got approved for media, but then you got to get hired by a driver. I reached out to a shit ton of drivers, but didn't get any kickback on that, which ain't no biggie. That's just one of the things I'm doing is reaching out to multiple different events because you never know unless you try and reach out. As long as you just got some work to showcase and show forth to them, then they'll usually say yes or no. But if I can get in some Supercross stuff, that'd be sick. Mainly so far this year, it's all just kind of month by month. I definitely hitting up some drift events up in our Cedar Rapids area. Grid Life's in June. That's in South Haven, Michigan at Gingerman Raceway. Yeah, just depends where it goes. Depends who wants to hire me to film them.
Me and Kole have talked about bike nights, possibly shop bike night.
Yeah. That might be in the works for this year. Do some sort of bike night. I don't know where.
Where or when, but it's been talked about and discussed.
Yeah, it's kind of in the works of getting that stuff figured out. Yeah, I mean, there's a good possibility it'll happen this year. I've had the idea for the last couple of years, but just
Been overwhelmed with work.
racing. And not necessarily even overwhelmed, but just a lot of stuff going on towards like I can't sit down and actually think about like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do or this is how I need to do it.
Yeah, but your between your race schedule and then work here, it's just been a lot. So
I think this year will likely be a little bit more chill on the race stuff. Yeah, it depends on what the verdict is for the street tracker setup. If that program comes to fruition, then it could get busy real quick. It just depends, really. We got a few ideas that we've kind of talked things over with certain people on where to have like a bike night at. But just kind of getting things sorted out there. Yeah, that's really about it. Really.
unless you need some work done, then hit up Kole. Bring your stuff to the shop.
Yeah, we do everything from simple service to full engine builds, dyno tune, built multiple turbo bikes, I've tuned multiple turbo bikes.
Full motor builds.
Yeah, full motor builds. We basically do everything. I try to make it a one-stop shop. I know a lot of people around here, they see King Performance and they think, I've had people think that I only work on high performance V-twin. And then I've also had people think that I only do oil and tires. Yeah, or that I don't sell any parts here. I prefer to only install parts that I sell, just because I've had some parts, customer supplied parts, that have had failure points. Nothing catastrophic really, but just stuff that is low grade materials. They bought them for stupid cheap, and they didn't want to buy the name brand stuff, and it can be a nightmare. So it's like I try to do only shop supplied, which I can get everything as a dry deal. I can get anything you can think of, damn near I can get. But yeah, I mean, we do simple service all the way to full engine builds, dyno tuning in house, Olin Service Center. So we are a Olin Service Center. Definitely keeps things busy. Obviously, I mean, it's not just oil changes and tires, or the standard bolt-on stuff. It's everything.
Anthony's bike is a true testament to that, because it's just a bone stock 107 with a cam. It's a Jimmy White Racing HPI 478 cam with the Trash Tornado kit on it, and
He's hard on that thing.
yeah. So basically, that cam and the Tornado setup from the factory, or from their setting on the PSI, I think it's 8 pounds of boost, is 138. Anthony wanted more, so we bumped it to 12 pounds of boost, and it's making 147. Obviously, paired with good oil, I think that's a big factor there. But we run Motul in it, and he's got 12,000 miles on it with a stock motor other than a cam and a turbo on it, making way more power than what it should. And he beats the shit out of it and hasn't had an issue one with it. So
Still running solid.
yeah, basically, if you guys need anything, I mean, we drop ship parts. I've got a website. We'll throw that below. There's a lot of stuff on the website. But there's also, we sell a lot more than just what's on the website. It's one of those things where it's hard to put everything that I sell on the website. So if there's something that you don't see or something that you want, give me a call and we can drop ship out to you guys. So makes things easy if you're not local, which we've had quite a few. I've had quite a few bikes out of state come. As far as I think the furthest one still is there's a pair or a couple of them that came from the far eastern side of Ohio.
Yeah.
For cam installs. Yeah. So I mean, it as far as that goes, you want to ship the bike out, haul the bike out, or just have me ship the parts to you, that's fine. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Obviously, as you guys know, the YouTube channel is rather new, and it's been growing. It gets its little spurts here and there, but it's been growing pretty good, and we definitely appreciate the views, the comments, the likes. So yeah, we're gonna keep doing awesome stuff. You guys want to stick around, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, get everybody involved with it, So we'll catch you next time.